Hi, and welcome to the Steve Jacobson Group YouTube video web channel. We're here today to talk to you about something that people always ask. And it's not, what's the meaning of life? And it's not, what would you like on that pizza? Today we're going to talk about how to get a lower interest rate. Now, if you have any questions about getting a loan or about interest rates or anything that has to do with the financial side of purchasing a home, you can always call Steve at 303-898-9000, and he'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. He has over 35 years of experience in the real estate industry, especially in the Denver metro area, and is quite an expert on lending and loans in the financial aspect of real estate. But today we're going to talk about just the basics of how to get a better interest rate on your loan. And the first one is really simple, and I'm sure that you probably all know about it, and it's your credit score. Now, back in the day when banks used to make their own loans in small towns, the bankers knew who the people were who were getting the loans from them. But as time moved on and cities got larger, the banks didn't know who they were dealing with, so they started to lean on what was known as the credit score system. Couldn't think there for a second. Anyway, the credit score system basically is who's going to pay back your loan, and that scale determines how much of a risk the bank is willing to take on a loan that they're going to make to you. So the better your score is, the better your interest rate is going to be, because the bank, doesn't think that you're much of a risk if you've got a really high credit score. So before you try and get a loan, make sure that if you have any issues on your credit score, if you have any outstanding balances or any judgments that can be removed, make sure that you get those taken care of before you start trying to get your loan. The next thing, number 2, is your down payment. The amount of your down payment is going to determine how much the bank is going to trust you with the money that they're going to loan you, because if you have more equity in your home, you're more likely to pay your mortgage payment. And so the bank is more likely to give you a better credit score based on that. The next one is going to be your fees. Now, when it comes to closing costs, there's 2 different fees that you need to know about. The first one is your origination fee, and the other one is a discount point. Now, if you want to pay lower rate, if you want to pay a lower rate, one way to do that is to go ahead and pay down a point or a quarter of a point with a down payment amount, and then you pay the bank a certain amount of money down towards the points. They'll lower your interest rate, and therefore your interest rate over the life of the loan will be lower. And it's a very good idea. Origination fees, we'll talk about those later, because that's a separate issue. And then there's one that not a lot of borrowers or real estate professionals are aware of, and it's called the number of days that your interest rate is locked. Now, your lender is willing to lock your interest rate at a par level for a certain number of days. Usually that number is 30 days. But if you're willing to go with, say, a 15-day lock, and you're able to get your appraisal and your loan and everything taken care of in that amount of time, you might be able to lower your interest rate as much as 0.125%. So it's worth it to try and get that lower lock number. Try and get it just as low as you can. Anyway, 4 little points to try and help you get a better interest rate. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know that sometimes they can be a little dry. That's why I kind of started out with a little humor. But, interest rates in real estate for some people is not very exciting. But we love what we do here at the Steve Jacobson Group. And if you have any questions, please call us. The direct line is 303-980-4141. I'm extension 2 if you have any reason to talk to me. If you can't get a hold of Steve, his number is 303-898-9000. And please feel free to visit our website. It's full of fantastic information, stevejacobson.com. And that's Steve, S-T-E-V-E, Jacobson, with an S-O-N, at the end.com, and there's tons of fantastic information on the website. So we hope you come and visit us, and please call us anytime. Thanks.